storm dashes through, autumn leaves down. Time to talk about tricksters in story. Tricksters are all over story. Gandalf, Obi-Wan Kenobi, the fairy godmother, Scheherazade, all doing things to change people, making transformative moments happen. Animals too, hare, raven, Reynard the fox, coyote, Anansi the spider, eel, dragon, all unfolding in stories in the way that tricksters are able to make changes and transformations. Tricksters are good at getting us to do the things we didn't intend or even know we could. And tricksters, jesters, clowns, all over courts and kings, telling truths through laughter, saying serious stuff whilst not being serious. Very clever storytelling. In costume, wearing masks very often. A mask like this. The Bhutanese clown who wears the mask at the annual Setu dance festival, the 3 days of dance, the great assembly, the holiday that everyone looks forward to, and 3 tricksters walk around the proceedings, poking fun at the dancers, talking to the audience, chatting to them, making them laugh, providing a link between the serious stuff and the audience. Or ostrich woman from West Africa, half bird, half human, a therianthrope, who of course can fly, who knows how to be transformed, who knows how to change things. Humans have done this for 50,000 years, written stories on cave walls and underhangs of cliffs, half human, half animal. A bird, a human, a bird again. And that's the way that stories help to transform us. The top thing tricksters do is they get us in the game. They get us across the scary threshold. You don't want to go, you know you have to. Oh, you're not going. Oh, the trickster tricks you with words, with story. Bam! Off you go. On the journey, the pilgrimage, the heroic journey out into special world, coming back with the elixir that is going to change everything, that's changed you already. Tricksters have a role to play in the nature and climate crises. They create agency. They keep our feet on the ground whilst allowing imagination to fly. And it's imagination that we need in dealing with world-spanning problems that look simply too impossible to deal with. I was once with a musician friend in the desert. The night cold, freezing, the pre-dawn light purple on the hoarfrost. We're sitting on the playa, outside the tent, drinking coffee. Right there, from the north, a raven and a hare. The hare running, the raven flying above. The hare in Eastern England, 85 names. Old Sally, the fidgety-footed one, the leaper in the dark. The raven of Norse and Anglo-Saxon lore, Hugin and Munin, thought and memory. The news gatherers sent out each day by Woden to find out about the world and come back with news and become storytellers themselves. We follow hare and raven west towards the mountains, south, and there is coyote sitting on her haunches, on the gorgeous Gulf Green, watered with, well, someone else's water. We follow Coyote. The kinetic blur of her legs leads us around the back, away from Hare and Raven. Their job is done. And we come to the home of Pauline Estevez, tribal elder of the Timbisha Shoshone. She whose grandfather watched the first visitors to Death Valley, as it was later called. She who watched nuclear clouds form in the sky after the 400 air explosions by the US over its own people. She comes out of the house, opens the door, laughs. Coyote, she says, always comes before a story. We sit inside. The day is warm, soon to be hot. We have questions prepared, lots of ideas. Too many, of course. We'll start with a story, she says. It's about Coyote, the trickster. It's called The Brains. Coyote so wants to fly. He's been everywhere, on the salt flats, the badlands, the playa, on the mountains, right to the tops where the bristlecone pines grow, individuals 5,000 years old. He's been everywhere except above the desert, flying, looking down. The desert birds agree to help him. They use feathers and resin from pinyon pines. The wings are beautiful, many colours. One late morning, he flies up, shouts down to the people and the animals, look at me, I'm Coyote and I'm flying. Little by little, the resin melts. Feathers spin away. He falls, spinning down towards the desert, smashes his brains on a rock. His brains leak out into the soil. When we see that place, says Pauline, we call it the Brains. We always think of Coyote. He's always teaching us things. In this way, places become linked to stories, to cultural events, and we later only need to know the name of the place in order to invoke the story, invoke the magic behind the story, the deeper meaning that's going to take a little while to leak in. And here's the thing. The more that tricksters talk, the more that people want to listen.